Okay, now let's solve some of these problems mathematically, which is what your practice is going to be today. So our first one is 4 times 3/4. Okay, the first thing we need to do is change our whole number 4 into a fraction. How do we do that? We put our fraction bar and a 1 underneath. And now we can just multiply across. 4 times 3 is 12. 1 times 4 is 4. Well, I have an improper fraction. So what do I need to do? Divide. And this one is pretty simple because 4 goes into 12 evenly and I won't have any left over. So I know that 12 divided by 4 is 3. All right, let's look at our next one. I have to switch back and forth because I didn't have them memorized. 3 times 1/2. What do I need to do first? Turn my 3 into a fraction. How do I do that? Put a fraction bar and a 1 underneath. Now multiply across. 3 times 1 is 3. 1 times 2 is 2. Okay. I need to turn this into a mixed number. 2 goes into 3 one time, but I have 1 out of 2 left over. All right, let's move on to the next one. See, these aren't too tricky, are they? 5 times 1/2. Now, we already did this one together with our model. I'm going to turn my 5 into a fraction. How do I do it? Put a fraction bar and a 1 underneath. 5 times 1 is 5. 1 times 2 is 2. We know that 2 goes into 5 2 times, and I have 1 out of 2 left over. Last one, 7 times 4/9. A little bit trickier one. I need to turn my 7 into a fraction. How do I do it? If you said put a fraction bar and a 1 underneath, congratulations. Now, 7 times 4 is 28. 1 times 9 is 9. And I know that 9 goes into 28. Well, the closest, if we need to turn this into a division problem, we can do this. 9 goes into 28. My closest multiple is 27. If I subtract, I have 1 left. So whole number, numerator, denominator. Whole number, numerator, denominator. All right, your practice is multiplying fractions. Don't forget that you turn that whole number into a fraction by putting a fraction bar and a 1 underneath. And then you need to remember to either turn your improper fraction into a mixed number, and you may also need to simplify. So go back, look at my simplifying tips. Can the top number go into the bottom number? Are they both even numbers? Okay. Look at all those tips. You're going to need to make sure you are putting your answer in simplest form. All right. I will see you tomorrow, mathematicians. We're going to apply what we did today to word problems.